All right. Hey, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rachak Wadash, and double honors unto the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and as well as the men that taught them, and peace and blessings to all you Akim out there who pushing this word with all truth and sincerity, and as well as to all you believers out there who believe in the gospel. And it's the brother Quara Abad from the GMS Houston camp. And I want to go into this should be a fairly quick lesson because, man, I did one earlier. You know, I screen recorded a video earlier. And then once I was done, it said error, couldn't save your video. Right? So, you know, I've been a little hot all day because, you know, my video ain't saved. And, you know, the spirit ain't hop on me to do another one yet. But I was just, you know, scrolling through the news. And I seen this right here. As you see, it says end time headlines. Right, put out today about a couple minutes ago. It says Russia, China share Iranian propaganda videos showing missile blowing up the Statue of Liberty. You know, and that sparked my spirit because that's the spirit of prophecy. You know, that's the zeitgeist right now. The times that we in. You see, all nations are turning from America. You see, turning from America, and according to Bible prophecy. Really, these was gonna be the main three nations: Russia, China, and Iran. You know, along with others like Turkey, so on and so forth. You know, some of America's allies, right? But the thing is that we found it to the point to where everybody now see America for who they really are. You know, all they brought is murder and just, you know, death, disease, robbing, raping. That's the only thing they have brought to the world, and destruction. You see, and destruction. And now everybody see the negative effects of tying yourself to America. You know, whether it's financially, whether it's you know, you trusting them to help you out militarily. You know, they food. You got McDonald's in the Middle East, right? In China, Russia, McDonald's. But the thing is, everybody see now the negative effects, the side effects of following the ways of Babylon the Great, and everybody tired of it, man. And as you see with Trump, what he doing to Iran, everybody already hate the so-called white man in America, and America's continued antics is only increasing that hate, man. And that's gonna lead to missiles literally being shot off and hitting this very land that we standing on if you're in America. Now I'm gonna be quick with this. So again, it says Russia and China share Iranian propaganda videos showing missile blowing up the Statue of Liberty. So Iran posted this video and Russia and China shared it, which means they with it. You see, they with it. They retweeted it, in other words. And I'm gonna go ahead and play it in a few. So let's read it. It says Russian state media have shared an insane Iranian-made AI video showing a missile blowing up the Statue of Liberty. The minute-long clip, which ends with the ominous slogan, "One vengeance for all," right? One vengeance for all. And I watched the video, and when you look at this video, it's pretty much all the victims of America, starting with the Native Americans on down to the children on the Epstein Island, right? But a missile was shot off, and all the victims of America is looking in the air at the missile. And the target that it hit at the end to please all these people was the Statue of Liberty. Showing when America get hit with those missiles, you know, that's gonna be the relief that the world is looking for, man. But let's continue reading. It says the minute-long clip, which ends with the ominous slogan, "One vengeance for all," and that's true. That is true. Destroy him who destroyed the earth. Once America get destroyed, that's vengeance for humanity, for life itself. It says sequencing, invoking Native American disposition, the dropping of the atomic bombs on Japan, the Vietnam War, and more recent Middle Eastern conflicts are featured in the video, casting the U.S. as the world's enemy. Let's play it. Check this out. good, man. You see that? And I ain't gonna lie, I'm feeling it. If I had social media, I would have reposted it. Just like China and Russia. But to show you they feeling that, man. We're gonna play this again, but start with the Native Americans. Start with the Native Americans and all who, and it is more victims than was on this video. It's many more victims of American that was on this video. Like Apostle Paul said in Hebrews 11, if we was to name all the victims of Babylon the Great, America, time would fail us. We'll run out of time. But let's go ahead and play this again. Right, but as we see in the world's hating this man, and this is Bible prophecy right here. Missiles gonna be shot off, you see, on America to make the world better. Hey, look, they got the little white girl, Epstein Island. See, come on, man. Babylon go fall and never rise again. And you know what this showing? Because Iran been bragging, telling Trump, look, we got a secret weapon that we never used. Nobody ever seen this before. You see, and look, Trump said they were surprised by the drones and strikes that Iran sent on Israel. But Iran came back and said, bro, you ain't see nothing yet. But what this telling me right here in this video, Iran got capability to reach over here to the U.S. soil. That's what they showing in this video, man. They have that capability. So it says the final sequence shows a missile in Iranian colors entering New York Harbor before smashing into the Statue of Liberty, whose head has been replaced by that of Baal, a biblical false idol, man. You see, let me get this real quick. In Habakkuk 2 in the NLT, because this is what we're witnessing. Eventually, all nations go wake up, come against America, and shoot missiles on this place. And that's the end game. Real quick. Because the wicked was going to be doing all what they doing, as we still see today, going in other nations, killing, robbing, right, stealing resources, you know, and then try to play the victim. Man, everybody see the so-called white man now, right? Let's get this real quick. Habakkuk 2 and 4, it says, now this is going into Esau. It says, look at the proud, they trust in themselves, it's in the NLT, and their lives are crooked, but the righteous will live by their faithfulness to the Most High. It says, wealth is treacherous and the arrogant are never at rest. Now, I think the KJV hit harder, but I'm going to read his NLT. Because it's going into how Esau, he never satisfied. How he go into every land and you never satisfied. I'm going to read the KJV. Habakkuk 2 in the KJV. Right? Never satisfied. So these nations ain't going to be satisfied till he destroyed, man. Habakkuk 2 and 5, it says, yeah, also because he, talking about Esau the wicked, because he transgresseth by wine, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home. Right? Now you're trying to talk about going to Cuba. Right? Neither keepeth at home, who enlargeth his desire as hell, and is as death, and cannot be satisfied, and gathereth unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people. So he stole and robbed and oppressed everybody. And this what the people eventually is going to do. It says, and shall not all these, all who? All the nations who he took advantage of. Shall not all these take up a parable against him? And we seeing that video from Iran is like a taunting proverb. You know? These nations been talking shit to America, man. So they taking up parables, taunting proverbs against America. It says against him. Well, that's a spirit. Because that's in his very verse. It says, shall not all these take up a parable against him and a taunting proverb against him? This video is an example of a taunting proverb. It says, and say, woe to him that increaseth that which is not his, how long? And to him that laid of himself with thick clay. So eventually these nations was going to get tired. And it says, verse 7, shall not Shall they not rise up suddenly that shall bite thee, and awake that shall vex thee? See, now they awake. Now they ain't falling. They ain't in that trap no more and sleeping, letting America do what he want to do no more. It says, and shall thou not be for booties unto them, man? It says, because thou hast spoiled many nations, all the remnant of the people shall spoil thee. So now these nations about to get back. It says, because of men's blood and for the violence of the land and of the city and for all that dwell therein. And this will be the get back right here. This is Jeremiah chapter 50. Right? Chapter 50. And I'm going to start at verse 14. It says, put yourselves in array against Babylon. Right? And it's going into the different militaries around the world. It says, look, focus on targeting America. It says, put yourselves in array against Babylon, round about, all ye that bend the bow, all you nations who have missile capability. Aim it at Babylon, aim it at America. It says, shoot at her, spare no arrows, for she have sinned against the Lord, man. Shout against her round about, she have given her hand, her foundations are fallen, her walls are thrown down, just like that statue. It says, for it is the vengeance of the Lord. Hey, what that video said, vengeance for all, right? Right. It says, it is the vengeance of the Lord. Take vengeance upon her as she have done, do unto her, man. You see? So that's pretty much it right there. But as you see that little video, it says what Russia, China, and Iran, or Russia and China, they shared a video from Iran of America getting destroyed. And all the victims of America was glad to see it in that video, man. But I'm going to enter right there. Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. I want to give all praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushua, Ba'ashim Rachak Wadash. And with that, Shalom.